This is the Escape Podcast for Star Wars The Old Republic. This week we're going to continue adventuring as good little Jedi here on Coruscant, and we'll also check in a bit on game news, including the 5.10b update and the latest patch notes on the Hive of the Mountain Queen. Got quite a little write-up there from Matt, so we will dig into that. This broadcast astromech is EPC 275. And playing alongside me is Seema. Hi, Seema. How's it going?
Hey, Max. Hey, chat room. It's going pretty well. It's very cold here though, so I think winter might be here. Winter has set in. Although the days are getting longer, so that's good. We did on MFN this week, we did Rampocalypse. We did all the rampages, which was Voss, Yavin 4, Oricon, plus the Galactic Rampage, which kind of completes as you're doing that. And then, which was fun. I always love it when we do Rampage on MFN because it's a very low stress, running around, chatting and making jokes, and we got a ton of conquest points that night for the guild, so it was a great night. And then tonight we had a pretty hilarious run in Ravagers. Yes, I had a good time. So, things are going well, except for it's cold. It is very cold.
Excellent.
How about you? You've been like traveling.
I have. So it was a work event. I spent over just almost a week in New York over the weekend. I was out there from Friday to yesterday to Friday to Wednesday. On Friday night, I got to do a little meetup with one of our guildies and officers in AIE Zen. That was awesome. We got to go to a brewery there in Midtown in Manhattan. And then I spent the rest of the week there doing work things. So I didn't really get all that much playtime, but New York's a good place. It's a good event for us, good conference, and I got to go out and go to some good restaurants and not much goofing around besides that, but it was a good trip. And then I got back and heard about MFN and saw that we had enough encryptions and everything to open up another room in our Republic side flagship. So we've got one on each side, which makes it a little difficult to open up all the rooms in all the places. So we're still catching up. We opened up the engine room so that we could slot an additional perk into the engine room.
Yeah.
So let me see. Look, I hit the guild interface.
It's making it 3% easier to hit conquest.
Right. So increases points earned from conquest by 10% in the engine room, which is pretty cool. And that's 10% on the base. So that then combined with your stronghold bonus and everything else, we're getting a lot of points for doing things. What did we get? What was the total with full stronghold bonus tonight when we did Ravagers? It was something like 7,800 points.
Yeah, it was 7,800.
That's crazy
for one person.
So that was cool. So then, tonight for Ops Night, I had a little bit of fun. We went and did Ravagers, again, putting some more points up on the board. Our guild is 686,000 out of 1.13 million points for the week, which is a good start. So we're over halfway, 3 days into the week, and we're all set.
Yeah.
So
we're moving right along.
We sure are. We sure are. So that's what we've been doing. And I did see that we did get a little bit of news this week, too. So let's take a look at that.
Now, an Imperial News Network report.
So first up in the news, sort of in reverse order, we got all the notes in there about what's going on the PTS. So not only is there an update on the PTS, which Matt had a good write-up on and talked about the changes and the updates that are out there. So the main thing, if you're on the PTS, that you should be looking at is the Hive of the Mountain Queen. So it's a lair that's going to be going in, a little sort of mini operation group-sized encounter. We have a couple other ones in the game. If people aren't familiar, you should be thinking about how Taboros Courtyard kind of works, or the monolith on Zyos, the instanced one, or the Eyeless. Those are sort of the lair boss experience. This one has a little bit more of a lead up, so it's not just walking into the room and it's sitting there. There's a little bit of you go in the entrance, and there's some trash you need to get through along the
Yeah.
way before you get up to it. So that's all the journey through the mutated Geonosian hive, Geonosian, and then you get to the mutated Geonosian queen, and then that's a regular boss fight. So Matt's got a listing of the different modes that are there, the different the differences between story and veteran. And then in addition to this first post that was put up a few days ago, almost a week ago now, the second post goes into a lot more detail on any of the feedback that people have been putting into the thread. So he looked through the feedbacks, and yesterday went through this long detailed post, and I'm not going to go into it in too much detail because I haven't been in there and done the queen fight. We've done the trash, but not the queen fight. But he talks about all of the pieces of the fight and the changes that are being made and additional tuning that can be done and all of that kind of thing. So fun way to get a view into the development process, see what's going on, see the kind of decisions that need to be made and the kinds of trade-offs that Matt's talking about. It's good insight into how that works. And feel free to get in there and both test it out and provide your own feedback if you think more things need to be changed or tweaked or updated, because it's cool stuff.
We also had 5.10b this week, which fixed a couple little things, including it kind of fixed the Paxton Rao issue. So like if you did the Paxton Rao alert and you already had Darth Hexed, then that would make Darth Hexed unsummonable. That shouldn't happen anymore, except for if you're already in that state, that won't be fixed until 5.10.1. So it's fixed if you haven't done it yet, but if you're already in that state, you still have the problem. You'll still have the problem until 5.10.1.
Right.
Also not yet fixed are the set bonuses not stacking and the companions getting themselves into odd states. So by odd states, like for me, that means when I have Shea Vizsla, who's a ranged companion, if I actually run into combat and start shooting something before she gets into combat, her range, she'll just stand there doing nothing. That's how it plays out for me. And so similar things to that, I'm sure, for other companions. In my case, if I run back to her and the mobs come into her range, then she'll start shooting them.
Yeah, that's annoying.
It is annoying. So yeah, that's also slated to be fixed in 5.10.1 in February.
Excellent. I'm really waiting for that set bonus stuff to get fixed for one, and because I've got a couple pieces. Which is interesting. So I've got 3 or 4 pieces actually, but I got like an implant and an earpiece, so I got some of the pieces that it wouldn't really matter. And then I've got a couple pieces that I'm holding off on. So I have 2 pieces that I haven't swapped in because I don't want to lose the set bonus. I could put in the mod and the enhancement and just keep the armorings out, but I don't want to do that. So it's not that big a deal. I'm not doing Nightmare Mode content, but I would like to start wearing my 252 gear. However, I did want to mention as part of this, which was an interesting twist. We had one of our guildies, Zen, who I just mentioned earlier, is in full 258 on one of his characters. And
he's an overachiever.
Yeah, and the way he did it was sort of interesting. So this is he was doing it as an experiment, and it was definitely sort of pushing beyond what a normal person would do. So no nightmare stuff. This was all just with the regular weeklies and getting the master crystals and that kind of thing. But full 258, he did it on 4 characters. So he actually spun up. He had a couple sorks and spun up 2 additional characters. So he was running 4 sorks, and then did all of the weeklies, getting all of the things you need to do to get the available master crystals, and use that to get enough armor pieces to outfit then 1 complete character in full 258. So 258 is getting the 252 pieces and then upgrading those to 258. But all of that, his experiment was, how long is it going to take? How difficult is it actually to get there? Is this going to take a year to get people in 258? And if you're making that, you're sort of twisting the system in that way. No, he basically got it done as soon as it was mathematically possible to get to legendary, with the reputation, and is now in full 258. So that was a good little experiment. And finally, up in the news, in the main news, season 10 of PvP has announced that it will end in February. I would expect it might be along with that 5.10.1 patch that's coming out in February.
Mm-hmm.
But it's ending. They will have the notices up soon about what that ending looks like and what the rewards are potentially going to look like. You might want to be tuning up your ratings if that's a thing that you're going for. Mine is at 0, so that's not really something I need to worry about too much. But and now that it is clearly at 0, I know it's going to be something like weapons that are on fire, and I'm going to be really sad that I'm not getting
Yes,
them.
and you'll be really, yeah.
But yeah, so that's that. How about guild news, Seema?
Well, this week, in fact, Saturday night, is going to be January Mega. That is going to be GSF with Marcus and Lucy, and it's open to the server. Anybody who wants to come. It's going to be a learning night for GSF, and we really mean that because we'll be doing skirmishes against each other. So it'll only be just us in GSF. So someone will be teaching, and we'll be flying into asteroids and stuff. There's not going to be anyone in there because we're doing the private version of PvP in this case GSF. So
Yes, and we tested
that's
it.
Saturday, January 19th. Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern.
We tested this. It works pretty cool. We tested with a 2v2 group. So when you create a group, you have to be in a group, and the people you want to challenge need to be in a group. Then you bring up the regular PvP window, and you click this button that says Issue Challenge. When you click Issue Challenge, it brings up another little box that says type in the name of the character of the leader of the other group that you want to challenge. You type in that character name, and then it says, okay, well, what do you want to challenge them to? And you could pick an arena or a war zone or GSF. And then when you pick GSF, it shows you all of the maps that are available and the game types. So you have the full list of things to choose there. So you could choose deathmatch or domination. Domination is where you've got the 3 satellites. Deathmatch is where you just have some more open map and you're just shooting people. So that's what we're going to utilize. We're going to get just 2 groups going. We're going to balance it however. It doesn't really matter. And start the map and then have people fly to a central point and show people how it works. Show people what it means to set on a satellite. Show people how it looks like to use their abilities and how to target people in GSF. First time people fly GSF, you don't realize that you have to be targeting the ship that you're shooting. You might be flying, you're on someone, you're right on their tail, and you're hitting your blasters, and you're missing every time. Unless you're also targeting them, you'll never hit them. So there's little tweaks like that. Challenges to flying. There's tricks to, like, if you hold down the V key, your ship will right itself and turn yourself sort of level with the horizontal plane of the map. It sort of, once you sort of get lost, that can be really confusing. So we'll talk about tricks like that. Although if you get used to flying upside down and realizing that there is no up in space, it can actually help you long term. So you can think about those kinds of things. And we'll get a chance for people to play with some of the other kinds of ships. You get maybe get some experience in what a strike fighter does and what a scout is good for, and why we would use bombers in a domination match to defend the satellites and that kind of thing. So if you're interested in that at all, that's going to be this Saturday night, January 19th at 8 p.m. Central on the Starforge server. Probably on the, I don't know. Probably on the Republic side because it's Republic Week. I don't know. So I'm not sure which faction, But remember, you could be at level 1. So if you're interested in joining us and you don't even have a character on the server, you could just start a level 1 character on Starforge on whatever faction we end up, I don't know, check in with us on Twitter. I'll post it there. Um, and you can fly ships starting at level 1. Just hit H. You'll see what ships you've got available. You could come fly with us. Yes, so that should be fun. In community news, I've seen this not even only in Star Wars: The Old Republic, on Reddit and some other discussion groups. I've seen this a couple across other games as well. There's a tool out there called Reshade. And what Reshade does is it changes the textures and graphics that you see in the game.
As I understand it, it just gives you a bunch more sliders or a bunch more things that you can change.
Yeah, so I think it works with the graphics drivers and like DirectX directly, and tweaks that.
Yeah.
I've never messed with it, but a lot of people are, and a lot of people are having fun, sort of changing those sliders, changing the graphics. I feel a little weird about it. I feel like it's like when the chef makes a special dish, and then you like put a whole bunch of Worcestershire sauce all over it or whatever.
Ketchup.
Yeah, ketchup on that fine beef bourguignon that they've created for you. But I don't know. There's more options to tweak, and make the game look differently to your liking. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, if that's your thing. I mean, I looked at a couple of videos of it, and to me, it kind of looks like a second job. But if it's your hobby, I could see where it could be very engaging.
Yeah, sure, and mess with it. And there's a couple. If you look in the Star Wars: The Old Republic Reddit subreddit, there's a video there of someone tuning it live, a little 4-minute video that someone made of them tuning it live with Star Wars running. You can sort of see some of the differences. Like the reflections in the floor get really glossy with the way this person had them set up.
And it is kind of amazing how if you change certain things, it brings out the detail that's, I don't know if it changes textures because it's bringing out details that are there.
Right.
Already, but yeah.
Right. Yeah. You're right. It's more tuning the reflection. It's tuning the bloom. It's tuning those sorts of factors. It's not replacing the textures.
Yeah. And, so it's interesting. I hadn't heard about it till I saw this in your note, and then I went and read up about it. But yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Also, shout out to the chat room. You guys are always welcome, and we love having you and interacting with you. So thanks for coming.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much. And with that, someone we haven't heard from in a while that maybe can give a summary of where we're at, since it's been 10 days since the last 9 days. 7 and then 2 extra because we did Tuesday and now we're back on a Thursday. Keep changing the day, of course. Kemval, catch us out. Yes, exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. We are on Coruscant. We're doing our Jedi story. We're in the middle of Coruscant. Coruscant is as you can see by the podcast name, one of our favorite words, of course, is Ecumenopolis. Let's get into it, and we can maybe talk about some of the things about the lair boss and stuff while we're doing it. But where are we? Oh, you got your little turtle out there, your juvenile turtle.
Yes, of course I do.
Do I have one of those? I don't even know if I have a juvenile turtle. Or is that no, that's yours. Did you just jump off? Of course you did.
I might have.
Of course you did.
Oh, now I'm far away. Seems unfair.
We need to go back to the Senate Tower to talk to Agent Galen, because we took care of what.
Well, then I'm ahead of you because I'm at the Senate Tower.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm jumping off. Oh, look at that! I landed down on the support structure. I'm like running around here. Ooh, look at me. I love this when you can find places that you're sort of not typically supposed to go.
Where you can actually, where you can land.
Now, the problem with these kinds of areas, see, I could run down this support girder, but they usually trigger the death fade out of the screen based on elevation. So I bet if I walk down here, I might get that. I might trigger the elevation. No, I'm still. Oh, I did it. There, it triggered. Now I'm dead. And now I'm back. And we're back. Yeah, we're.
And we're back.
There we go. Yeah, you're just down the hall. So yeah, New York was pretty cool. I like visiting New York. I don't think I could live there. I live in the Chicago suburbs, and I don't even want to live in Chicago as a city. And New York is, Chicago, not times 10, but Chicago times 1.5. It's very everything's all the rooms downtown are small, and my biggest problem, and I've said this before, New York, you got to get your stuff together. Just get it all together and get it off of the street and out of the garbage bags that are piled up on the sidewalk. That's the biggest problem with New York. Chicago has alleys. So you put all the dumpsters in the alleys and you never have garbage on the street. New York doesn't. So a lot of what they need to do is you'll walk past a restaurant on garbage day or whatever, and there'll be literally like 50 big garbage bags of garbage piled up on the sidewalk. And sometimes it'll sit there for a couple days. And in the summertime, that does not smell good, let me tell you.
Garbage bags of garbage?
Garbage, yes. Apparently, why am I getting this help screen? Jedi Knight phase. Your group mates can help you if they are not a Jedi Knight, or if they select allow access to same class story areas in the preference window. Don't tell me this again. Wow, that's a little harsh.
Why is it letting me in though?
Did I not say? Did our settings get reset? Let me get out. Let me make sure I have allow access to same class area. This is something you need to do if you want friends to come in these areas and play with you. Or would it be controls? Show conversation. I'm in user interface. Fade the map. Detailed tooltips. Enable comparative tooltips. That's something important. Make sure you do that. Cooldown settings. I like cooldown text. So I turn that kind of thing on. Why am I... Did you find it? Somebody tell me.
No.
Where is allow access to same class access areas, same class area? Ground targeting, smart camera, no. Social?
No.
Social. Go to social.
Oh,
Social,
that makes too
allow
much sense.
access to same class.
Oh, I have it clicked.
So do I. All right, I'm going again. Maybe something weird
Oh.
triggered. There. Now try to come in.
I wonder if I already did this, but that I still should be able to come in.
Yeah, you should. Bonk. I just saw you bounce off the floor.
Oh, maybe. I wonder if it's because... Is it because I'm the leader?
It shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't be.
Come out one more time, and I think we might be on separate steps. So maybe it's.
But still,
out.
I should be able to.
Yeah, you should be able to come into.
You.
Yeah, you should be able to.
Oh man.
Spectator the heck
I'll just
out of
wait
me.
out here.
All
by
right.
myself.
Fine.
I'm gonna go in the corner and eat dirt.
Galahard's got the right comment there in chat. Don't rage quit.
Cheer
Seema.
join.
Cheer join. All right, I'll just talk to Galen here real quick. See what it says.
I'll be out here dancing then.
The stolen data files had details, not only on the planet prison, but every weapon prototype and research facility in existence.
Our most powerful experimental weapons, and Black Sun has access to them. How could this happen?
It's all your fault. No. Why? Why do they want them?
Black Sun stand to gain? They could make a fortune selling secrets to our enemies.
We must act quickly to secure these other weapons. Where are they?
3 off-world research facilities. Minimal defenses to give them a low profile. They're vulnerable. Esther Kiewicz and I will split up and protect 2.
And I'll take the third one.
You get the fun part, rescuing Dr. Tarnus and the copied data files from Black Sun.
Sounds good. That's no fun at all. What a lame response. That's no fun at all. I'm not saying that. Sounds good. I'll do
We'll
that.
be back in time for dinner.
Kira will stay behind
Time
too.
for dinner.
With Agent Galen leaving, her computer talents will be needed.
She can be impulsive, but give her a chance. You'll make a good team.
We already do. She's cool. If you know
She's
what I
rough
mean.
around the edges, but I like her.
She struggles with emotional attachments, as many young Jedi do. Be mindful of that.
If you know what I
We
mean.
should go. May the
Oh.
Force be with us all.
Wink, wink, nudge,
I'll
nudge, say
escort
no
you to your
more.
ships, my friends.
Wink's as good as nod to a blind man.
Before I go, I'm putting all my resources at your disposal. There's a special tactical unit in Black Sun territory. Experienced security officers who've been fighting those gangsters for months. Go to these coordinates. Talk to Sergeant Nidaljo. He can help you rescue Dr. Tarnus and get those copied data files.
Can do.
This mission
Okay.
is too important to fail. I'll take all the help I can get.
I'll
Cool.
let him know you're coming. Don't
Awesome.
underestimate the Black Sun gang. They enjoy killing, and they're good at it. Kira's on her way. I'll get her plugged into our security network before I
SBC.
leave. Good luck.
BC says he thought my Jedi had a crush on Satele. Maybe. She's pretty cool too. What are these upgrades? What are we getting here? New pants. I forgot what I am. I'm not a tank. I'm a DPS guardian. Could be a tank. All right. Hey, you're dancing out there still. I said.
Yeah, because I decided to cheer join instead of eat dirt in the corner.
All right. Where did he tell us to go? I wasn't even paying attention.
I was dancing. I wasn't listening.
I don't know. That's. I was elected to lead, not to read your stupid text. So we just need to. Let's go grab the speeder. It'll show us where to go. It'll light up her. Wow, we got a long walk. Not as long as a Garza walk, but. Rocket boost. Boom. Black sun. Something, something, black sun. Something, shoot people. In the face. A lightsaber them. Apparently that triggered my Amazon Echo. She spoke up.
Sorry, I don't see that if trigger.
Stop. So back to New York. I did go to some interesting dinners. The first thing I did though, before I met up with my pal Zen, was I went and got a couple slices. I'm a fan of pizza. I do prefer Chicago style pizza. I do like the old deep dish Chicago style pizza, and Giordano's is probably my Lou Malnati's. Lou Malnati's is my favorite. Although I do like some of the older ones, like the original Gino's East and that kind of thing. So let's see, where do we need to go? Yeah, go to Black Sun territory on the west side.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
But while I was there, I had to get some slices. So I got a couple slices, and I folded them in half. Took them back to the hotel room, folded them in half, and chowed them down. And we went to a brewery, right there in downtown Manhattan. Hearthstone Brewery.
Probably not Hearthstone.
It was good. It was quite delicious. Their microbrews were quite good. Black Sun territory. I have discovered
I really
it.
like Coruscant.
I discovered it. Can you believe that? Oh, this is where I...
Okay, Paxton Rawl, this is Coruscant.
Why am I writing the bird? Look at this Oro bird I'm writing. This big,
Yeah, he's quite the
big
bird.
chicken.
I like his his color. He matches my red speeder.
Yes, your rotating speeder.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we need to go let's just jump off here because we need to go way, way down there, way south,
Way down there.
way up there, Morty. Need you get it. Morty. I need you.
It's really hard to get you going. It's just so difficult.
I just leveled up by discovering a codex entry. Is
Oh,
Zen,
so you must
is
have caught
Zen
up with
in
me
the
then.
in the chat room? Yeah, like 10 levels, 15 levels ahead of me. Is Zen in the chat room? If Zen is in the chat room, I will skim this codex. Oh, he's not. Sorry, Zen. He is our master of codex entries. But I showed it there on the screen. I'm just going to ride my chicken on down to the Black Sun territory. Yeah, you were saying you like...
That sounds like a song lyric. Ride my chicken on down to the Black Sun territory.
I'm going to ride my chicken on down to the Black Sun territory. Yeah, something like that.
Yes. Yes, because somehow riding a chicken would be a cowboy thing.
I got my boots on, I got my hat, riding my chicken. You were saying you like Coruscant.
I do. I don't know. I can't explain it.
Of
I do like it.
of
I like how it's
course you
laid out
do.
in sections. I like the datacrons here are challenging enough to be fun, and
Yep,
I don't know.
I do as well.
The map matches the. You can look at the map and tell where to go.
Yeah, it's not
I
a
liked how the
big
quests were
weird...
laid out. Yeah. I find in general, you can use the map to find where you're going in SWTOR. And I mean, like places like Corellia, you have to look at them, and you have to really look at them and say, oh, wait, no, wait, that one's going to dead end right there. So that's not the right way.
Right. Yeah,
But
Corellia is the worst for of the
yeah,
city
but even
places.
Corellia, the map does correspond to the terrain.
Right. But you have to really look close at where the little lines are and which ones are dead ends and that kind of thing. This
Yeah.
one, it's much easier to get around, and you'd have
Gangland.
many fewer of the dead ends. But some of the other planets are the same thing, same problems, like Terrace. You're one space on the map, and just like a little bit over is another space where you basically have to go the opposite way around the planet because everything's all blocked off. All MMOs do that though. Some MMOs are getting really bad.
Yeah.
WoW's
Yes, I agree.
been getting really bad about. They like their vertical. They like mountain ranges, and it makes it impossible to get from one place to another without like falling to your death.
Yeah, I think with WoW they also make the map itself be like artistic license. So like the idea that someone drew this map, but it may not be completely accurate. So like they may show the road, but the road doesn't really go there, and
Right.
it's
True.
It maybe adds richness to the environment, but it's like a map that doesn't work.
It's a road to nowhere. All right, here we go. Black Sun territory. Sergeant Nidaljo. Hey, what's up, Sarge?
Corporal, get a Colto pack on that man. The rest of you prep for evac.
Agent Galen sent me. What's happened?
Black Sun. They're not a gang anymore, they're an army. We're securing a perimeter around their base for you. They hit back with military-grade weapons. Killed 6 of my men.
7, sir. Joran's gone.
We're not
That guy's
equipped
pretty
for
broken
this
out.
fight. Not anymore. We can't help you.
Calm yourself, Sergeant.
No need to panic. We'll figure something out.
All due respect, you don't have a clue what you're up against. We've been
Don't talk to
fighting
me that
Black
way.
Sun for months. Now with new weapons and armor, they're unstoppable.
Oh, I don't think they're unstoppable.
Look at
T7
us.
plus
T7.
Jedi stop the
They didn't
unstoppable
suffer a
every
single
day.
casualty. There's no hope of victory.
I could force persuade him, and that would give me dark side points. I can say there's always hope, and that would give me light side
If you
points.
surrender now, Your soldiers
like
will have
what's her
died in
name
vain.
in
Is that what you want? What about the man inside that base waiting to be rescued?
in
You'd abandon him? This is a moment of truth, Sergeant.
what's
Do
the
you
Star
give
Wars
up and let
movie
evil
in
win,
between
or stand up and fight?
episode 3 and
I'll go
episode
with
4?
But
Why
I
can I
won't
not
ask
think
my
of
men
it?
to follow.
The
You don't have to. The Jedi's right. We can't let those scum
Rogue
beat
One.
us.
Thank
Rogue
you,
One.
Corley.
Always wanted to fight alongside
And
a
what's
Jedi.
the female lead's name in
We
Rogue
need to
One?
take down the base's
Wow.
security
See, I've been
network so we
gone
can get
too long. It's
inside.
been a long week.
Once the network's down, we'll attack the back entrance. You take the front. We'll rendezvous in the base.
Great. May the Force be with us. Yeah, Jane Urso. So Jane Urso, who's
Be strong, all of you.
for the
I'll
first
see you
5
on the
minutes is
inside.
is a
Double time it,
jaded,
man.
sarcastic
Move.
rebel, and then for the rest of the movie, she's all about hope. So there's that. Rebellions
Plus
are
it-
built
plus-
on hope.
Best droid ever in that movie.
Yes. Do you know what the odds of her shooting you with that gun are? They're high. They're high. Rebellions are built on hope. Wait, aren't you the
See, this one it let
shaded
me come in. Did
mean
you
girl?
notice?
Yeah. I see you're in here. And not dancing. Wait, why is that still lit up? Because you have to do it? Maybe you were ahead and it did not like that you were ahead of me. Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. I'm done here. And Forrest Whitaker being dumb in that movie. Nah, I guess I could escape, but yeah, I don't really feel like it. I'm just gonna stay here and get blown up by this fully operational battle station. Okay, disable the security terminals. Head on down to Black Sun Town. Here we go. Bring it on down to Almaville.
All right. All right, Timberlake.
Bring it on into Almaville. Bring it on into Black Sun Town. First one's over here. Yeah, that's a big droid too. Do we have I guess we have some droids that are pretty big that we can get as companions. I see it's not my space chicken this time, Corley, or Force Chuckle, cuz I don't need to kill these guys. I just am. I guess I'm not that nice of a Jedi. I have it on random mount, which I don't always use. I don't always ride a mount, but when I do, it's random. But I like random mount. Get a chance to remember all the cool mounts that you have. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. I guess we should do that. There's another security terminal up here. Oh, see there. What is this? This is a Vractal. Which kind of Vractal is this? Woodland Vractal. I like the Vractals. I think the Vractals, they have like these gecko feet. I think they should be able to walk up the walls. You just come right over here and it should walk right
Gecko
up the walls.
feet.
Walk up, get it. Say it. Oh look, he's halfway up the wall. Yeah, if you could just go finish this quest for me, Seema, that would be great. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and... Oh wait, that wasn't me. That was somebody else who jumped ahead of us.
But
Vorian?
somehow I got the
You got credit?
yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, I got to loot that. No, I
No,
didn't
you
click
get to loot
anything because I'm not on your quest. Yeah. I looted
Yeah,
them
I
all,
don't know.
though.
You must have aggroed the guy. Force Chuckle
Or
said
maybe that's what he was.
the mount has to match the outfit. I do that.
Well, yeah. Or that's why I have mine set for this red one because red and black, you know.
That used to be the first thing I did is made sure I had a... Ooh, remember this mount? This
It's
Arclight.
also red.
Arclight Nova. It is. It's red like yours. Just like hella cool. It'd be much cooler if you got an Arclight Nova. It'd be much cooler if you did.
Ew.
Vorian. Go ahead, Vorian. Click it. You gonna click that? There you go. We should go click the other one, and we should go run ahead of Vorian and click the other one. Now we gotta see. This is the problem. This
Yeah.
is the problem. This is the
Yeah.
one problem, and this is the most important problem. Not that my set bonuses don't work anymore. Not that my companion stands 10 yards away. But this has been since the beginning. This
Yeah.
is the thing I need for the quest. Somebody else gets here in front of me, clicks it, and now I got to stand around and stare at the wall for. I mean, okay, so it was only like 30 seconds.
Or
but,
you both get there, and then it's sort of like, okay, I'm not
I
going to
mean, yeah, like,
push in front of you, so.
or two people sort of, like one person clicks it, and then the other person has to, in general chat, go, "Thanks, jerk," which is, you're jerk, you jerk. It's like, I'll just
Or
wait
even
30
like if
seconds
it's something that you have to kill, like that one mob in CZ198 that people line up for.
Yeah.
It's like if somebody helps me kill it, then I always wait around to help them kill it
Right.
when
'Cause
they're
then you feel like,
spawned.
"Oh,
So
I
it
should do
takes you
that."
twice as long, even if you. Oh, whatever.
And CC198
like
gets
it.
bad there. You'll have like a line of people lining up. That's a bad experience. Multi-tag. Multipass.
Yes. Multi-tag.
Big bada boom. Multipass.
I mean, it's not a panacea, but it's a step forward.
It is not a
sure.
panacea. That is a good word, though. I just wanted to say panacea. There is no panacea on this Ecumenopolis. I wish there were a plethora of panacea.
Oh my god.
Although plethora is one of those words that people use actually slightly wrong.
It means you have 10% more than
It
the
does
other guy.
not mean 10%. I will decimate your plethora. Which means I will reduce it by 10%, which might turn it into an appropriate amount. Because what plethora means it means an overabundance. It means there's too many. It's not
Right.
just like you have like a nice amount. It doesn't mean like,
It
oh, I have,
means you have a surfeit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a surf. Oh, wow, you are vocabulating the hell out of this podcast tonight, aren't you?
I'm a vocabulator tonight.
All up in our vocabulary here. Wait, we gotta listen to these guys' vocabulary. We'll hear their dialogue as I walk in here. Then we'll kill them. All right, here we go.
Tarnus, we risked everything for you. Stealing those data files, faking your kidnapping.
Ooh,
This is
nice,
how you repay
nice
us?
tat, nice
You
ink.
were compensated with enough weapons and armor to make Black Sun invincible.
Invincible? There's a Jedi carving up my base. This is your fault. We never should
Look at
have
his armor.
trusted a Sith.
That's cool armor.
Jedi has come for you, Solar. It wasn't my doing.
I don't think you can get that armor. That's it's got the Black Sun paint on the shoulder pads. Tarnus, you traitor. Do I know Tarnus?
You won't get away with betraying the Republic, Dr. Tarnus.
The name is Lord Tarnus. I've shed that
Oh.
on skin.
Oh yeah, because
I
we're
have no time for this
that's who
nonsense.
we're looking
Finish
for.
your pointless battle. Coruscant's
Oh.
fate is already sealed.
Yeah. I couldn't sense his dark side. Oh,
No,
good
because
shot.
he's stronger than you.
Who came and get him?
Surrender, you scum. We got you surrounded.
Ah, he had an
Um,
epiphany, and so he followed us.
Glad you made it, Sergeant.
Nice of you to join the party.
Wouldn't miss it.
That was a little mean. Kill them all. Yeah, that's not gonna work out well for you there. T7 just shock. Oh, why do I have T7 on healing? I need. Ooh, that was a cool
I refuse
move.
to attack anything until I can force sleep to them. So I have to run
I have to
backwards.
run away and then
I
force
have to go
sleep.
back here so I can force. Yeah.
Okay, you stay there. Hold. No. You just Sir Galahad saying decimate them. No, there wasn't even 10 of them. I couldn't decimate them. Ugh.
You have to kill a portion of one of them.
I could just take a foot.
I can't do the math though. It'd be like a foot And a knee, maybe.
Next time I attack, I'll have to show you this the blade barrage animation. I haven't noticed that before on the Jedi. It's pretty cool.
Can't believe it. We just took down Salar. Black Sun won't forget that anytime soon.
Why does he have rosy
We lost
cheeks?
some good soldiers, but this victory gives
See,
their
we were
deaths
right,
meaning.
and you were wrong.
Yeah, Sergeant. Well done, Sergeant. That is some pithy comeback there.
Your men fought bravely. You should be proud.
Thanks for leading this mission. Black Sun will have reinforcements here soon. Any sign of the man you came to rescue?
There you are. We intercepted Solar's holocall to Tarnus. Can't believe he's a Sith. That's not the worst news. The planet prison prototype here at the lab? A fake. Tarnus stole the real planet prison.
Tarnus.
Uh-oh.
We have to find him.
I guess we're not getting our ship yet.
Outmaneuvered again. Criminy.
Tarnus has been playing us from the start.
Playtime's over. Let's find that traitor. We need you back at the Senate Tower. Kira out.
Sounds
All
like
right,
your work
Kira.
is just starting. We won't hold you up. Goodbye, Jedi.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Sergeant. 2 more weeks until we get our ship. Yeah, geez, we're pushing.
Yes, probably. Probably will be 2 more weeks.
Where are we? Where do we gotta go? Speak to General Varsutra. Do we gotta go back to the Senate Tower? Where's Varsutra? The rescue. You discover that Dr. Tarnus is a spy and a Sith. The Black Sun faked his kidnapping so he could steal the planet prison data files. In the light of this, General Varsutha wants you to report back to him immediately, return to the Senate Tower, and speak to General Varsuthra in Strategic Command. Fine. Fine. All right, I'm going to quick travel to the Senate Tower. Oh, watch it. Respawns. Make them cry in their big pillow.
Yeah, their wee big pillow.
Cry himself to sleep with his huge noggin on his huge pillow. General Varsuthra? That's not who I was talking to Agent Galen. He was the one who was sending us on this
Well, there's Vorian.
fool's errand. Who?
Vorian.
Who's Vorian?
He was the guy that was jumping ahead of you and clicking the item.
Really? Where is he? Oh, come here. Here. No, I'm going to get... Oh, I got there in front of you, didn't I? I won, Vorian. Take that. Suck it, Vorian. I hope you saw that. Why am I so amused by that? All right. Here's Kira pacing. Look at this little Kira doing her arms are folded and she's pacing back and forth. She's one tough cookie, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Look at her. Got that scar on her face. She's not like Nadia. Thank you for trusting me. Although Nadia post Kotet is a little tougher. She's coming to her own a little bit. General Varsuthra, lay it on me. Oh, he's the fish guy.
A Sith, working as my chief scientist. How can I defend the Republic if I can't trust my own people?
It's a trap!
Tarnus's entire engineering team vanished along with the planet
Say it.
prison.
Say
They're all
it.
traitors too.
We must remain calm, fishman.
The Sith want us to panic. Don't give in to fear.
Tarnus will use the planet prison against Coruscant. He could trap us here forever.
Yes.
Paralyze the Republic
Say
by holding
it.
us hostage. You're our only hope of stopping that.
Begin an evacuation of an Ecumenopolis. Good luck with that. First, I have to find him.
I'll stop him, General, but I need to know where he is.
That's where I come in.
I can't.
I just traced that holocall we intercepted.
Fishman, that's their word.
Tarnus was communicating from down in sector.
Don't be speciesist. Is that what you're saying, Corley?
Territory. Tarnus knows we're not welcome there. Justicars are paramilitary vigilantes. They took over a sector, cut ties with the rest of Coruscant, and they don't like visitors.
Justicars. Yeah, I think we are going to be a couple more weeks here.
Oh, that's right, because we still have Justicar.
We just did Black Sun. There's three other zones that we need to get through here.
You call them vigilantes.
Tell me about the Justicars.
Many Justicars are ex-Republic military.
On Calamari.
Find gangsters controlling their neighborhoods.
Ooh, I had some good
the Republic
fish
abandoned Coruscant to
in New
crime,
York.
so they've taken matters into their own hands. Justicars are well trained and armed, but they don't concern me. It's the Sith Lord I'm worried about.
You shouldn't face Tarnus alone. I may only be a Padawan, but I can help you.
Yep. Hop in my sidecar, baby. I'm counting on it.
Much at stake. 2 Jedi are better than 1.
Hey, I'm here.
Stop Tarnus before he uses the planet prison against us. The fate of the Republic rests on your shoulders, Jedi. May the Force be with you.
Thank you, Mon Calamari amigo. Bulwark chest, Pummeler's chest. Pummel the heck out of them. Okay, so we do have a whole nother section to go, but we are not going to get there tonight because we are slow, apparently, and I think that's a good wrap up point for this week. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how to make it. Well, the early planets tend to last longer, and especially Coruscant seems to be long for both of the Republic classes, the main Republic-based stories that are related. Yeah, because on the Commando Vanguard, on the Trooper class story, Coruscant is really long. You're heading back to General Garza about 55 times. Oh, who's that? Did you see that dude come out yet? I need to keep running ahead of him if he comes out again. So yeah. So hopefully we can stay ahead of Vandrian or whatever his name was and catch up on this next week. But until then, we have our Jedi here who are doing pretty good. This is fun. I like the Jedi class story.
Yes, I do too.
And now I've got Kira here as a
picking
companion.
up now.
So check that out. How do you like that? How do you like them apples?
I like Paxton Rollo.
Paxton is pretty cool. And now I'm going to go and get Paxton because that bug is fixed. I waited because I did not want to lose my access to my Hexids, which I do like on my characters as well. So now you can go and get Paxton Rollo on your characters, which I will do. But with that, I think we can take our EPC 275 droid here and kick him out an airlock. Get this podcast broadcast to everyone out there. Please keep up with us on Twitter at MaxTheGray and at AIESEMA. And if you know any cool people that should be playing with us, like this weekend at our monthly mega event, GSF, on Starforge at 8 p.m. on Saturday the 19th, send them our way. You can find guild information for us, including access to our Discord, where you can connect to us for that guild event at aie-guild.org. Jump in our Discord. We'll get you a guild invite or just a group invite for that night. You don't have to be in the guild for it. That's open to anybody. And we'll get you all set up. And with that, we will talk to you soon.
Later, everyone.